Hello and welcome back to another video. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Rachel and this is my horse Willow. So this week's video is a jump challenge. I put a poll out on Instagram probably about a month ago, sorry it's been a while, for what you guys wanted to see Willow and I do, and the overwhelming response was to see us do some jumping. So we did. So Willow and I have done the jumping. We filmed that a couple of days ago. I minded one of my friend's properties and she's got some jumps, so I set up the camera and we did some jumping there. I currently don't have a saddle that fits Willow personally, so I was lucky enough to be able to borrow one from my friend. So we did the jumping in a jumping saddle. I didn't do it bareback unfortunately, so sorry if that's what you were hoping for. The reason I didn't is because, well, we're not professionals, we're not very good at jumping. We just kind of do a few logs every now and then in the bush, like that's pretty much the extent. We've done one round at a fun day of, I think it was 60 or 70, 60 centimetre, it would have been 60 centimetre. And I thought that was huge. So yeah, we're not that great. And I didn't want to be bareback in case Willow stopped being comfortable going over bigger jumps and I, toppled over. I'd rather not do that if avoidable. So yeah, we borrowed a friend's saddle and had some fun. First things first, I saddled Willow up and then we walked out to the sand arena where the jump was already set up. I made sure it was on the lowest one to start with because that's what I am personally comfortable with. But yeah, I found a good spot to set up the GoPro and just set it there, hopped on Willow, and she was wonderful. She was so good. We did a little bit of a warm up around the arena first, did a couple of laps of trotting and cantering walk. But yeah, so our first jump was a little bit rusty. So we did about 3 jumps of this little one until I felt like, all right, we're in a good groove, so time to take it up a notch. And we put it up 2 notches, whatever. I don't know how to speak jump lingo, but we put it up, the thing up 2 more higher. I don't know how high it is. All I did, I measured our highest one, and I'll let you know what that was after. So after I put it up a bit, we did the same thing, went round a couple of times, and yeah, she flew over the jumps again, and it was awesome. It was so much fun. I felt like not one second did I feel like, oh no, she's going to stop, or I wasn't thinking about it. I was trying to imagine that we were flying over these jumps, nothing was going to stop us, and it was great. It was so much fun. And so eventually we put it up to a level that was the highest that I feel like I have ever jumped on Willow. No logs have been that high, I don't think. I don't know, but I was kind of nervous because it was going to be our highest that we've jumped. But she just flew over it again. And then after that, I'm still shocked at this. I mean, look how high this is. So this is the highest that we jumped. As you can see, our first jump, Willow was a little bit hesitant. Like, I think maybe she just realized that, whoa, okay, this is actually kind of high. But then we did it a couple more times and she flew right over him again. And I don't know where I got my confidence from, but I was like, all right, she's doing so good at this height, let's do it in a neck rope. And as you can see by this really cool footage, she nailed it the first time, went straight over it. And then the second time, I think we had a bit too much of a break in between doing the jumps, and because I feel like we were flying through them all so quickly from like small height to big height that maybe when she got maybe the in-between time of stopping and putting the neck rope on and doing a couple of laps around just to get her working well, she might have lost her confidence. So we tried one more time with the neck rope, and somehow I stayed on. I don't know how. And then yeah, I popped the halter back on, and I lowered it down a couple. We flew over that, and I left it there. So as long as she went over that last one and we ended on a good note, I was happy, and I didn't want to push it anymore. And I went back and I measured it, and it was 80 centimeters, which for me is massive. And Willow, I'm so proud. She did wonderful. So thank you for challenging us to do this video. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully the next challenge won't take as long. I'm sorry for that. So if you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see Willow and I do, please leave a comment below and we will see what we can do. So yeah, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can follow along on our adventures, challenges, and whatever random videos we decide to post. See you next time.